Dear brothers and sisters, we heard in the gospel reading 10 lepers were cleansed. Out of them, 9 were Jews, and the 10th was a Samaritan. The Jews and Samaritans could not get along. They were enemies. The Samaritan was like foreigner, like we say, of other faith. But both of them came together because of the disease. Leprosy then was considered a deadly disease, contagious. And so the person who had leprosy, they were sent out of the town, out of the village, out of the city. They dehumanized. They had to wear a mask and wear torn clothes and sackcloth and shout out loud, "We are unclean, keep away." And so this type of people, they meet Jesus. Jesus tells them, "Go to the priests and show yourself." Because then the priest was a doctor, lawyer, everything. And they had to satisfy people who were healed or were healthy. And so, in spite of Jesus doing nothing, with faith they went on the way, they got cleansed and healed. But only one of them returned to thank God. The others took for granted that they are right. God should help them. God should heal them. No appreciating God. Only when in trouble, blame God, give bad words. But when they are satisfied, they forget God. They don't mind even listening to evil if they have to get all right. And so the story of John from Mumbai, he was 35 years, he was a taxi driver, and he had a book of stories to be told. One day he found an emerald precious stone ring in his taxi. So he racked his brain to try to remember to which fare it could have belonged, to which passenger. And so suddenly he remembered helping a woman with a lot of bundles. And then so he drove back to the spot where she got out. It took him 2 days to locate her place and locate her. So when he did, he returned the ring to her. She did not even give him a reward, nor did she thank him for his effort. But John said later, "Still I felt good because I had done what was right." Were not 10 cleansed? Where are the 9? Helen Keller, she was deaf and blind. At the age of 1.5 years, she got sick, maybe meningitis, and so her brain fever, it affected her eyesight and hearing. She was deaf and blind, but she did not complain to God. She did her graduation, and with the help of a teacher, Anne Sullivan, who taught the blind and the deaf. And so she says, "So much has been given to me that I have no time to ponder over that which has been denied." So do we thank God for so many gifts, daily gifts we receive? He himself made the small and great, and he takes thought for all alike. This we heard in the first reading, Wisdom, chapter 6, 7. So do we thank enough for the flowers that bloom about our feet, for the tender grass so fresh and sweet, for the song of bird and hum of bee, and for all things we hear and see. It seems that precisely because we receive God's blessing so often and so regularly, we forget to thank Him. Do we say thank you sincerely to people who receive from whom we receive so many kindnesses? People are often the channels of God's gifts to us. And so feeling grateful is spirituality and emotionally healthy, the mark of a mature person. And so gratitude is opposite of being selfish, of being self-centered, indifferent, and arrogant. Expressing gratitude to God and to others is a way of widening our love and spreading our joy.